Good morning, you lovely lot. It is Thursday. I'm feeling better than yesterday, but I still feel pretty rough. All that side of my mouth now is quite swollen where I scratched the gum, and everything's hurting. Anyway, I've brought the dogs in, I've fed them, I've taken Ozzy to school, I'm making myself some gluten-free toast because I'm very swollen after the weekend, very bloated. So that will be part of the grogginess as well, because I've just eaten stuff that I shouldn't. So I'm having some gluten-free toast, and I've got myself gluten-free pasta for lunch, and I've got some fruit with me. But for now I'm cleaning, watching some Nightmare in Suburbia on YouTube, and just trying to survive the day. I've pretty much tidied up in here, fed the puppies. I do need to feed Yogi at some point. And done the dishes, put stuff in the dishwasher. I've swept and mopped again, just because it's a daily thing with mud on a farm. And I'm going to go in the garden with these two, with a black bin bag, and start picking things up. There is a lot of rubbish around the garden and just general things that need to be cleaned up. So I'm going to make a start on that job. Who's the boss in this relationship? Who's the employer? Technically, which family is paying me to give you grief?
I actually seem to spend a lot of money on people to insult me, looking for like the solicitor for
I'm not insulting you.
No, you're not. You're holding me accountable.
Is that what it is?
I have my wrist slapped.
Pippa's telling her off for wasting money on things she buys and then leaves to be ruined in the rain.
Well, I get distracted, you see, and then I get deviated.
Short attention span. Shiny.
ADHD brain. Bagpipe brain. So I'm now going to go and
try and save some of these screws and things. Hopefully they're galvanised and what have you, so drying them off will help.
Oh, well, I did, to be fair, try to buy sturdy things because it was for that.
Yeah.
Which, may I add, is actually waterproof.
I'm impressed with it. You've done a very good job.
It's not like the roof's a bit on the flimsy side, but
it does the job.
Yeah, and it does keep everything.
It does.
Get wet in there.
Nice. Right, so I'm going to get back to my job.
I'm going to have a quick shower.
Okay. It's nearly 11:30 and I need some lunch. I'm hungry. I want to show you what I've done. So far I've got rid of 5 bags. There's another 2 bags there of rubbish. I have put more netting on here. Could do with a few more cable ties. which I'll do later when I come in. I have de-pooed the garden. Picked up loads of rubbish from in the borders. Got rid of the mouldy, horrible cushions. I'm leaving those because the dogs actually sit on them and they don't care. I'll tackle this corner in a minute. Haven't got that far yet. That's Ozzy's sensory tent. I don't even know if it's any good anymore. It got put out here and then, oh, it's full of things. It's full of things. Oh, coal, emptied coal in it. Right, well, I won't be opening that. It's now a coal bunker by the look of it, so I'll just shove these things in there. Then I need to sweep. I need to probably pull some bits out from behind there. This is now pretty much, well, not empty, but certainly organised. And hopefully now the wind won't blow the rain in. The things that are still in there will last till next year. The tools have got, I mean, they're still going to get damp because there's water on the floor, but at least they won't be actually being rained on. I'll sort that out in a minute. And then I found some bulbs, so I filled up 2 planters and just shoved the bulbs in, and we'll see what happens. My boys have been good company. These are going to go mouldy, so I'm going to bring them in and get them in the wash. I've got my pasta again, heated up, bit of cheese on the top, and a glass of water, and then I'll have a cup of tea afterwards, but I'm not drinking enough water at the moment. I'm drinking more tea than anything else. The dogs have come in with me. They are just playing with some toys at my feet. And I'm just going to eat this lunch before going out and continuing in the garden. My gland is still up, but I'm not feeling as rough as I did yesterday. And my mouth all on the inside is swollen. So it's going between my teeth. So when I bite down, I always bite it, which isn't going to help it recover, is it? Oh well, this too shall pass. I'm just having a cup of tea before I go back out, and I sit down. I'm watching a little bit of YouTube, watching Emma Kenny's Murder Mysteries. Just putting it out there. That seems to be a catchphrase. Just putting it out there. Anyway, give myself 20 minutes and I'll go back out again. Tea break is over. Keep trying to rinse food and stuff away from that area in my mouth. Sorry, I'm being a bit whingy, aren't I? Right, oh, I should probably put my jumper back on, otherwise I'll get cold. I need some cream on my hands because they're very dry and sore. It is such a beautiful blue sky day. Giving this a bit of a sweep out. Still a few bits under the dog bed over there. Let's bring this out. That needs, it's too heavy for me to lift. It's so full of water, it needs binning, I think. or washing and drying, but it'd be too big for the washing machine. This has got a blueberry plant in it, a pink blueberry, but it does look quite waterlogged, so I'm not sure if the blueberry is going to survive. I think Emma needs to drill some holes in the bottom. Emma, if you're watching, you need to drill holes in the bottom. Let's close this up. I have swept as best I can, tidied up all around the hot tub area, fed the peacocks, thrown away the manky cushions, keeping the bottom ones because of the dogs. I'm not going to throw away any of that matting or anything, I'll leave that for Emma to do. Hello puppies. Swept up all around here, removed any rubbish. Could do with a bit more weeding, but I'll be honest, I'm done now. Picked up all the rubbish in the garden. There's still toys in the garden, but I've picked up all the rubbish, and I now need to go and remove all of the bins, rubbishy bags that I've put there, my second batch of bags, and go and move it down to the bins around the other side. I haven't even made a start in there. That's another day job. I need to, go through all those bags and bits and throw rubbish away and get rid of things that are rusted and broken and, litter. Basically, there's an awful lot of rubbish lying around. I am home just long enough to dry and straighten my hair. I had a shower at work after doing that garden because I was so hot and sticky, but they didn't have a hairdryer. So I've come home, brought the dogs home. I've changed my top and just freshened up a little bit with some deodorant. I'm still wearing the same mucky jeans, but it's fine. Changed my socks as well, nice fresh socks on, and then I've sorted my hair out. I've put the dogs in the conservatory with the back door open so they can come in and out of the back garden. I better just go and check the back gate's locked actually. And then I'm going to pick Ozzy up and we're going to go to the park with my sister and Ginia. Look at the beautiful colour. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's the light shining on them and the beautiful colour of the leaves. That's pretty.
Deeper, please. Deeper, please.
It's going to end badly.
Sheep shed.
Okay.
I can't shut that door, obviously.
Yeah, well, they stay up.
They are
there you go.
And
It's probably cold now. I am now home and in my pyjamas. We've had a really lovely afternoon. Jackie and Ginia and the kids came over. We did a play date at the park. And then we had hot dogs and fruit for dinner, and Emma brought Christmas cakes as well, little iced Christmas cakes for the kids for pudding. And then I'm home. I was meant to be working late tonight, but Rob's in, and so I've come home earlier than expected. My mouth is hurting. The skin, well, the whole side of that mouth is now so swollen, it's kind of going over the wisdom tooth into the bit where the jaw bit where it closes. I think I might have said this earlier. It's now very, very painful because it just keeps being squished between, which means it's just getting more swollen, and I suspect I might need some antibiotics because anti-inflammatory isn't working. I'm rinsing it with, salt water and Corsadil and that kind of stuff isn't helping. So I'm going to ring the dentist tomorrow because I'm sure they're not going to do anything with my tooth that needs the filling while my mouth is so swollen. So I think the best thing to do is to call them tomorrow and just see if they will issue some antibiotics for me to pick up, get a couple of days of antibiotics into me, and then Monday afternoon go and have the tooth repaired. Kenzie is making pancakes. I have just eaten 2 bits of salmon, but I'm going to have a couple of gluten-free pancakes. He's even made them gluten-free for me, bless him. So I'm going to make a cup of tea for everyone. I'm going to have some gluten-free pancakes, and then I'm going to go upstairs and watch Surreal Estate and just relax for the rest of the evening. And while I remember, the plumber has been and the toilet is fixed. So it was a washer on the bit that the mains water comes in and goes into the tank, the cistern, and that was the problem, but it's all fixed. not just a hat rack, my friend.